I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh, whoops. I mean, Average Sniper. What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, just bringing you another Battlefield 1 video. I've been really busy with work, so I haven't been uploading that much lately, but I have been live streaming a lot. Before we get into this video, I want to tell you guys that tonight, if you're watching this video as soon as it was uploaded, we're having a very special live stream event. We have a new platoon for Xbox One. I'm going to be announcing the details in the live stream. So if you haven't gotten into a platoon yet, make sure you tune in at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to this YouTube channel to catch the live stream. We will be playing with some really good friends and help them promote their team and basically just having a good time. So it will be an open lobby. I will be there. Other members of the live stream team will be there, and another special platoon, which I will announce later, will be there as well. Alright guys, so let's get into this video. Why do you play Battlefield? Specifically, why do you play Battlefield 1? Well, for me, the answer is easy. I really love first-person shooters, especially ones that give you the option of sniping all the time. I just love that. I've always loved that. I don't know what it is about me that just loves to snipe so much, but I cannot help myself. Anytime I play a first-person shooter and there is a sniper rifle available, I'm going to use it. And if you're wondering what gun I'm using here, this is the Tank Hunter pickup, which is basically the most powerful... I don't even know if you call it a sniper rifle. It's the most powerful gun in the game. It's a one-shot kill to any enemy, and it's mainly used for shooting at vehicles. But in this clip, I'm pretty much just taking out enemies with it. And you have to be prone, or you have to be in a place where you can basically like use a bipod in order to use this. You cannot shoot it from like a standing up position. You have to be using the bipod. But anyway, sniping is basically why I play Battlefield 1. Now, if there wasn't sniping in Battlefield 1, I'd probably still play it, but I don't think I would play it as much. The sniping keeps me interested. But you know what? Battlefield 1, like other Battlefield titles, is very diverse. There's a lot of different things, you know, going on. Have you ever noticed that there's some people who basically won't play infantry? They will always wait for vehicles, whether it's a tank, or whether it's a plane, or whether it's a horse in Battlefield 1. That's just what they do. I see a lot of guys, and this actually pisses me off quite a bit. I see a lot of guys playing cavalry and getting off the horse just so they can play with that, you know, that extra armor, you know, on them, play with the elite classes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that's going to make me salty, but have you ever seen that? That's another way to play. Some people don't play it for the infantry shooter aspect. They play it for the vehicle aspect, okay? For the elite classes. Me, I like to play infantry, but I do also love to tank. And I'm starting to get more into piloting too. I've been getting better at my piloting skills. I've been getting better at dogfighting, and I kind of been figuring out ever since they nerfed the fighter plane how you can get kills with the trench fighter. You pretty much just have to fly in super low, like 2 feet above their head, and drop the bombs on them. It's crazy. But yeah, those are the things that I like to do. I like to snipe. You know, I like to play vehicles, and I just like to have a good time. Now, there's other reasons too, other than, you know, just the guns. Some people like it for the competitive aspect, you know. Battlefield 1 probably is more casual than other Battlefields, but it can still be very competitive if you make it that way. Now, me, I don't consider myself a competitive player. Some of my friends would completely disagree with me, but I'm just telling you from the heart, I'm not a competitive player. I like to play casually. I don't have a fun time when I'm only going for points, or when I'm only trying to beat this one guy, or if I'm in a competition with another clan or platoon, which I don't even do anyway. It's just no fun for me, you know. I work, you know, a full-time job, and my hobby is playing video games and making videos about those. So when I get home from work, the last thing I want is more competition, because work is kind of like a competition, you know, in and of itself. I mean, you're basically, it depends on your job, but I fix computers and solve problems and stuff, so, you know, I'm always competing against the computer problems that come up and trying to beat them and fix them, and it's crazy. When I get home, you know, I want to relax my brain. I don't want to fix problems anymore. I don't want to compete with anything. You know, I just want to play casually and have a good time. Now, it does make me happy to do good. I always try to do my best, you know, when I play, but there's a difference between being super competitive, you know, and trying to do your best at something. You know, when you're super competitive, it's hard, in my opinion, it's hard to have a good time if you're losing, you know. I've been on plenty of teams that were losing really bad, or I've still done a good job. I've still had a good time. Does it make me salty? Yeah, you know, it does, but does it ruin my game? No, it doesn't. It doesn't ruin my game at all. So I try not to be competitive, but having said that, that is a big draw for a lot of players. You know, I meet so many competitive players in Battlefield 1 that are all about the points, all about the XP, all about the domination over the other team. And that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's what makes you happy, you know, then do it. Man, there's so much about this game, you know, that's just awesome. And I hear some people say, you know, Battlefield 1 is dying, this and that. I don't really think it's anywhere near dying. Of course, it doesn't have as many people playing it as when it first came out. I mean, look how much hype there was. You had people that had never even tried Battlefield before that were going to jump on the Battlefield bandwagon just because they were so disappointed with the next Call of Duty. Remember that Call of Duty trailer where Call of Duty got like millions of dislikes and Battlefield 1 got all the likes? You know, there are so many people just based on that went out and bought Battlefield 1, played a little bit, maybe they liked it, maybe they didn't, but they moved on to other games. Then you have people that aren't dedicated Battlefield players, you know, they just play it once in a while. So, you know, it makes sense that there's been a drop in the player count since the game was released. That's only natural. But we have the upcoming DLC, so that's going to be pretty awesome. That's another reason why people play is, you know, the DLC and the new content. I guarantee you that there's someone watching this video right now that keeps up on Battlefield 1 videos and contents. Maybe not every day, but just checks in on the videos, checks in on their subscriptions, but they haven't played the game in a long time because they're bored, you know, and they want new content. So the DLC, the new free maps that come out, the new weapons, that will pull people back in. That will definitely give people a reason to keep playing this game. Now, once again, for me, I really do like new DLC and everything, but even if they didn't release new DLC as often as they do, which hasn't been very often lately, I would still play the game. Having said that, I can't wait for the Mosin Nagant sniper rifle to come out. I can't wait for the Russian DLC. People ask me all the time, they're like, Average Sniper, can you wait? Can you not wait for this? Are you hyped? Dude, I am super hyped. I can't wait for this fucking DLC to come out. I'm going to be no life in Battlefield 1 so much. I'm almost rank 100 on PC. I'm like rank 98 and 3/4 right now, and I want to get there before the DLC comes out. So yeah, that's that's it. So you know, infantry, vehicles, DLC, and just the diversity of Battlefield 1. Being able to pick your own class, being able to play how you want. You can play the objective. You can play competitively. You can play far away from the objective. You can be a camper. Okay, you can be a camper. If you like being a camper, this is actually the game to do it in, because you can get into places, unlike Call of Duty, where the enemy's never going to be able to get to. You can sit outside the bounds and snipe from 400 or 500 meters away, which wasn't very long in previous Battlefields, but it's pretty far in Battlefield 1. 400 or 500 meters, you are way the fuck out there. Now, I'm not condoning that type of gameplay, but I'm saying there's a lot of people out there that like to play that way, you know, and that's cool. You bought the game, you paid $60 or $80 or maybe even $130 plus the premium for the deluxe edition. Man, maybe you did all that, and if you did that, you deserve to be able to play how you want to play, as long as you're not pissing anybody off, you know, or not. I guess it doesn't matter if you piss anybody off, as long as you're not being a dick in the chat about it. You play however you want to play, man. If you don't care about winning games and you or helping your team and you want to sit way out there, then you paid for it, you have a right, go do it. Who cares if me or other people get salty about it? Do you have fun, be happy. Now, another reason I think people like to play Battlefield, and this could apply to any video game in general, is because they're kind of like a release from real life. You know, a lot of people have stress in real life, and playing video games helps them get away from that. You know, it's not about how good or bad they do in the video games. It's simply an outlet, a way to release your frustration, anger, stress, what have you, and just forget about the cares and problems and issues and whatever of everyday life, and just indulge yourself in a video game where you can lose yourself. And Battlefield 1 is that type of game, because all the reasons I already gave. You can play it however you want. You can get completely into it. You can play competitive. You can play for fun. There's new DLC. I mean, it's just, the maps are huge. I could go on and on, you know.
Yes, I did.
And that is probably one of the main reasons I like playing video games. You know, I'm sure we've all had tough times in our lives. You know, I've had tough times. I'm not going to go into the details, but I will tell you that playing video games is one of the things that helped me get through it. You know, there's tons of other ways out there that are healthy and unhealthy to help release your stress, to help unburden you from your day, to help you unwind after work. Some people like to come home and have a beer. Some people like to come home and, you know, do drugs or something like that. You probably shouldn't do that. Definitely don't do drugs. But, you know, some people do this. And I think playing video games, you know, is a very healthy way to release stress, you know, from everyday life. Now, having said that, you know, some people are completely addicted to video games and they starve themselves to death because they don't want to take a break to eat. Yes, I actually heard about incidents like that happening, which is completely insane. How are you going to starve yourself playing a video game? So I guess anything can be addicting, but video games are probably healthy for you, man. They make your brain work. They make you figure things out. Even if you're playing a simple game like a shooter like Call of Duty, or a more advanced shooter like Battlefield, or a strategy MMO RPG type of game, you are exercising your brain, and that's really good for you. There was some kind of study, I don't know how legit it is, but I read about some kind of study where people that played video games were getting higher test scores, you know, or something like that. So it makes sense to me. I mean, you're playing a video game, you're making your brain work. Some people out there still are like, oh, video games are just for kids and this and that. No, it's a new generation. We moved way past that. Video games are for everybody. Oops, sorry, my phone's ringing. It doesn't matter if you're 4 years old or 70 years old. You know, if video games, you know, make you happy and make you have a good time, then that's great. So my last point is playing Battlefield makes me feel happy, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that get the same feeling when you just sit down in front of your computer or in front of your TV and your console and you turn Battlefield on, you just get ready to play. You know, all the cares of the day melt away. That's the main reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to tune in to the live stream tonight. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and why you play Battlefield. I really want to hear from you guys. I can't wait to read some of these comments. And I will see you guys in the next video and the next stream tonight. Have a good one, guys. See you later. Oh my god. So many kills right there.